So, Juicy Jammers, I think it's time for us to go down or continue to go down the rabbit hole. We weren't supposed to do all this, y'all. Anyway, it is what it is. So I'm gonna kick it off again. All right, Juicy Jammers, if you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information you find on the internet or experience in real life that takes you from one piece of information you find
to another
up until your curiosity is satisfied. And today, Juicy Jammers, for November 26th, 2025, my rabbit hole question is... I don't even know the question yet. Yeah, for real though. My rabbit hole question is, honestly, if you had the opportunity to, would you still want to colonize a country? If you had the opportunity to, would you still want to colonize a civilization? You know, we have people out here like the Elon Musk of the world who are talking about colonizing places like Mars. But you know what? This whole story for me actually spawned from a real story. It spawned from a real story here in America that I'm just like, damn, I can't believe this is actually happening. Or this, people attempted to do this. But people are still trying to colonize things here in this world, all right? I was born into this world thinking that this world couldn't be owned. I thought that the earth was just owned by God.
It's flat.
You know, well, some folks really do believe the earth is flat.
Do you?
No, hell no. I believe the earth is definitely
don't say it like that, because I wouldn't be surprised if that came out your mouth.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I've fiddled with the conversation, with the idea.
You diddled with it?
I've diddled with it a little bit, just thinking about, okay, what if the earth really is flat? There was one point in time that, a group of people thought that the world was flat. But, knowing what I know now, knowing that, people from Africa had already circumnavigated the globe, built great pyramids and things of that nature that perfectly align with the
Can you
the
please
earth.
go to the rabbit hole? What are you talking about?
Well, you gotta set me off.
I said one comment, and you over here giving the history of freaking of Africa and the earth being flat.
All right, y'all, man.
That's that ADHD stuff I be talking about.
Maybe I do get ADHD.
We be getting on. You say one thing, and it's just like, boom.
You deterred me, okay?
I'm not talking no
I got
more.
sideways. I got sidetracked. Anyway, the reason I'm even bringing this up today, and it's like I said before, if you had the opportunity to colonize a country or civilization, would you? The biggest reason is because as soon as I saw this story, I was just like, shame on these people. Shame on these people. And I should have actually expected it from them because it was probably more than likely linked to their ancestry DNA. All right. It was linked to their ancestors. And it even being around the time of Thanksgiving, I think these people wanted to colonize all over again. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all down a rabbit hole about a story of two gentlemen, all right, who are in the age bracket of MAGA, all right, who wanted to colonize Haiti. Y'all want to hear how they did it? I'm finna take y'all down this rabbit hole. Let's go. Let's see. Let's play this joint.
Miller, we want to warn you that this next story contains details that are rather disturbing and may not be appropriate for young audiences. Two Texas men have been charged in connection with allegedly plotting to invade a Haitian island, murdering the men there, using the women and children as sex slaves. Authorities say that the two were also planning to recruit people experiencing homelessness here in the district to help them with their plot. And there's also an alleged connection to Joint Base Andrews right here at home. John Duran has been looking over all of these court documents all day long. John, no doubt some very wild and rather disturbing allegations there.
Yes, serious allegations, Larry. 21-year-old Gavin Weisenberg and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas are facing federal charges, including conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country. If convicted, that carries a sentence up to life in prison.
The U.S. Attorney's Office out of Texas's Eastern District says over the course of about a year, Tanner Thomas and Gavin Weisenberg plan to invade Gonave Island, a territory of the Republic of Haiti. Court documents filed Thursday show Thomas and Weisenberg allegedly plan to take the island by force, murder all the men on the island, which has a population of about 87,000 people, and carry out their rape fantasies by turning the remaining women and children into sex slaves. Investigators say the two plan to buy a sailboat to travel from the United States to Gonave Island. They also plan to purchase military-style rifles to use in their coup. According to court documents, in January of this year, Thomas enlisted in the Air Force to gain military training to help carry out the attack. Officials say in February 2025, while in basic training, Thomas had himself reassigned from Ramstein Air Base in Germany to Joint Base Andrews here in Prince George's County. Court documents say he did this to be closer to D.C., so he could allegedly recruit people experiencing homelessness to be part of their plot. In August 2024, Weisenberg allegedly enrolled in the North Texas Fire Academy to get trained in command and control protocols. Court documents show Weisenberg failed out of the academy in February 2025. Afterwards, Weisenberg allegedly traveled to Thailand to enroll in sailing school, but didn't follow through with it because the training was too expensive. Investigators say the two suspects also studied Haitian Creole to help facilitate their armed coup plot.
On top of those allegations, federal prosecutors allege at some point during their plan to overthrow Ganave Island, Thomas and Weisenberg also coerced a minor to be in a child pornography that they filmed. They face 15 to 30 years in prison if convicted of that offense, Larry.
All right. Of course, we will wait and see how things progress through the legal system. John Duran, we appreciate the information. Thank you so much. Miller, we want to...
Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to lie to y'all, Juicy Jammers. When I had even first came across this story, I was thinking to myself, like, these dudes were committed. All right, really committed to insanity. All right, and committed to, their ancestry DNA. Because at the end of the day, what was going through your mind to be like, you know what, bro, let's go ahead and try to take over a whole island in Haiti. All right, for one thing you should know about Haiti. Haiti is one of the only countries to ever form a rebellion, or actually start a rebellion against the English Empire and then win. All right, so for one, if you guys even did decide to go down there, it wouldn't have went down. You guys wouldn't have won this type of battle whatsoever. There are 87,000 people down there. All right, the men and women would have been fighting your ass, okay? Because it's 2025, and ain't nobody going back to no kind of slavery whatsoever. But the fact that they thought they were going to go to D.C., go to the United States Capitol, recruit a whole bunch of homeless people, it made me think what was going on in their minds. Were they trying to, form a whole new civilization, going down there and raping the women and the kids? What is going on in their minds, and what's going on in their diet each and every day? Because I thought this was something that got left in the past. However, there are little psychos walking around here right now who truly believe that they own the world and want to take over the world all over again. But anyway, Juicy Jammers, that was the end of my rabbit hole. Hit the chat. Let us know how you feel about this. If you had the opportunity to, would you go out and colonize another civilization? Or do you like the world the way it is? What you think, Juice?
What? I don't even understand what I just watched just now.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's definitely very crazy. And no, I would not try to colonize another place, because that's not in my blood to want to do that.
I mean, you end up on an island somewhere,
No,
there's a group of people out there. You're smarter than them, possibly, potentially.
Yeah, but see, that's in their DNA. That's what they want to do. That's what they understand of, like, how to get success, is to do that type of thing. And I'm not saying we didn't do that in Africa, because we definitely thought about it, I feel like, in on a smaller scale maybe, but it's like,
it's definitely human nature.
Yeah, I don't think to do that at all. I want to mind my business and drink my water and just do the things that I need to do for my life and my family, and that does not include to want to colonize a island.
Yeah,
no, I'd purchase it, but like, try to take it over and injure and harm and traumatize the kids and other people, like, no, it's just like, what are we doing here? No.
It made me think about this weird fantasy that, honestly, I didn't even hear this fantasy first from my white friends that I got. It was actually from this weird black dude that I worked with at Walmart, and he was like a janitor or whatever, and he had literally what these people said. He had saying almost virtually the exact same thing, and he was like, you know what, man, if America ever went down, I would first start to, take over my city and town by, killing all the men, kill all the men and then take all the women and children and make them be underneath their rule. And it sickens me that people in today's time still have this type of, like I said, this weird fantasy in their head about getting out of life, and creating their own life, creating their own world and becoming their own gods, so to speak. Because for whatever odd reason, people have this, feeling that they have to rule the world, in order to be successful. So apparently these two gentlemen, they weren't successful in their own life, so they figured they'd go ahead and put their foot on other people's necks in other countries who they would deem to be, a little bit more vulnerable than the next, because they damn for sure couldn't do it here in America.
Yeah, I'm not surprised though, but interesting stuff. We are about to wrap up the show with a bow.
Bro, 2 hours almost.
Give you our drop of juice. And you know what I want the drop of juice to be?
All right.
I want y'all in the chat to say, for those who are still here, to say what y'all are thankful for.
Oh,
I want to know what y'all are thankful for, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
You gonna tell us what you're thankful for?
Yeah, for sure. So okay. I'm gonna say what I'm thankful for is my drop of juice, and we're just gonna hear a word from our people, our sponsors. So keep it locked, y'all.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm thick cut bacon sizzling on your stove, and while you were over there smearing your bagel, this little piggy went on a splatter spree. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you'll be crying wee, wee, wee over this fire in your home. So get Allstate.
Contact Milwaukee Allstate agent Cindy Johnson today at 414-445-2558.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And we're back.
You just want to say that.
I do. I like saying that.
All right, y'all. We're about to wrap up the show with a bow.
Yeah.
Giving you our drop of juice here today.
Yeah.
And since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I am just like, I want us to say what we are thankful for. All right. So put in the chat. I don't see y'all put in the chat just yet, but put in the chat what y'all are thankful for. It could be like one thing, two things, whatever it is. I just want to hear what y'all are thankful for. And then we're going to give y'all ours, what we're thankful for.
All right.
Would you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? Or what do you want to do?
Well, you can go first.
I'm going to say that in 2025... Thanksgiving of 2025, I am thankful for being able to wake up every day and have a sound mind. That is something that I'm going to say that I am thankful for, because it's so much going on, like individually, collectively, as a group, with everything going on in America, with so many people unemployed, myself included. Well, I got a job, but you
do got a job.
I got a job. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're saying. So many other people are like legitimately unemployed. Yeah. They don't know where their next meal could be coming from. We got a certain president in office right now who's taking a lot of things away, who's stripping us of our rights. We got a mental health crisis going on right now, not only with kids, but with adults. And it seems like every day is something going on in the news. So for me personally, I'm going to say that I am just thankful to wake up every day and not have lost my mind, because a lot of people out there are really truly going through it. And so I think it's all just a blessing within itself. That's the main thing that I am thankful for this year.
Okay. I think that's beautiful. Juice.
Give me applause.
Yeah, give you some applause. Okay. Give you some applause.
What are you thankful for your drop of juice?
You know what though? Us having this conversation now, thinking about what I am thankful for this entire year, woo!
Or it could be just this week. Today,
yeah. Okay,
month.
Look, I'm not gonna get that deep. I'm not gonna get that deep.
Because I know you were going down.
I really was going down that rabbit hole. But you know what though, man? First and foremost, gotta be thankful for God. All praise is due to you. Thank you for keeping, me safe throughout the tenure of my life, keeping me healthy. Keeping my family in good graces, allowing me to see another day and, share it with them. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for just opportunities in life, man, to in every moment for me to just show up and be myself. Thank you for always pulling me out the dark when, I may not be able to see the light. So
yeah,
that's what I'm thankful for, man.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh, my God. That's crazy.
All right. Hit our outro music. All right, y'all. I want to read what y'all are thankful for real quick. We got Essie in the chat saying, I'm thankful that me and my loved ones are alive and healthy 100%. You won't want to take that for granted. And Tyler Hadley also says, I'm thankful for my family and my friends. All right. I hope y'all spend the time tomorrow with your loved ones. Y'all get some good food, some good grubbing in. It's going to be really nice. It's going to be really cool. Enjoy y'all day off. I don't know if y'all are off Friday as well, but yeah, enjoy y'all time off from your work. And yeah, y'all, don't underestimate the power of having a sound mind. Like, that is something that we have to be thankful for a whole lot more, because there's so much going on in the world. But I'm gonna get off of my soapbox and I'm gonna say see y'all what day, Friday?
Yeah, on Friday.
Yeah,
we are gonna be here on Thursday, y'all. We're gonna be eating stuff on our faces.
Yes, we will be back Friday. So that's where you can find us 7 a.m. right here on Jammin With Juice, baby.
Is that right?
I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. That has been Jammin'.
Fresh dinner,
All right, it's amazing for sure. Now sit on that. Enjoy your rest of your day. Enjoy your holiday. And thank y'all so much for rocking with us. See y'all Friday. Lord willing. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Is that right?
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your people, tell your mama and your daddy and your baby mama and your baby daddy and your cousin and your aunties and your grandpas and your grandma. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Is it snowing?
Let's see.